So it wouldn't be a Bronco trip without a little bit of that carnage score. We're coming up the little hill right here, and all of a sudden I lost all power. Perfect place to pull over though, but now this thing won't crank. So we're thinking it's the alternator, and it ran the battery dead because nothing's charging it. So we're trying to string together a plan here because we're pretty much in the middle of nowhere in one of the remotest towns in Colorado. So we're gonna figure this out though. Alrighty guys, so we diagnosed, we believe it's the alternator. At this point, because we have such a big group, the others went on. We're gonna stay here, pull the alternator, drive an hour back the way we came to a town called Gunnison to an O'Reilly's to pick up hopefully all the stuff that we need. So I think we're gonna miss some epic passes today, which is kind of a bummer, but enough talk. We gotta get this pulled out and in a timely fashion. So stick around though, because we've still got a few more days of epic off-roading to get you through. Alright, back from the candy store, and we got the goods. So as it turns out, the problem was not in fact as easy of a fix as we thought it would be. After going through 2 batteries and conking out multiple times, we eventually had to push the pit bull through an intersection where we would spend the next several hours trying to diagnose what was really wrong. While that was a stressful adventure in and of itself, we didn't deem it film-worthy, nor did we have the patience to say anything on camera. So unfortunately, day 2 was a bust. After finally tying up loose ends on the pit bull, we ended up rolling into the campsite where everyone was staying around 2 o'clock in the morning. While thoughts of forsaking the adventure bounced around our heads, we decided to continue on with this epic adventure with the 6 o'clock alarm set while the team was in fact tired. We peeled ourselves off our mattresses the next morning and made an effort to conquer day 3. Alrighty, good morning everybody. It is day 3 of epic adventure. Yesterday we completely missed the whole day. The alternator ended up being bad, so we spent all day trying to get that figured out. We got it fixed, ended up pulling into camp around 12 o'clock midnight. Big group with everybody. So that was fun. Unfortunately, we missed a lot of great, epic off-roading yesterday. We're about to go up Black Bear, which we missed last year because of time. This year we're starting it off bright and early. We're looking forward to today. Stick around, this is the last day. This is the culmination of everything that we've been doing. So we appreciate you guys watching so far. Let's hop back in these rigs and see what the day will hold for us.
We're about to start Black Bear Pass with the new and old Broncos. Should be an awesome day. It's going to be fun. We might even be the first ones over this morning.
We're ready for Black Bear. I've never done Black Bear, so this is going to be great. It's going to be a good challenge of the Bronco. Trail turnices, baby, going through the switchbacks. So we'll see how it does. Top of Black Bear Pass. And good old Drew is probably a little warm.
All right.
40 out here.
All right.
The wind chills
Puffing and
20.
puffing up here at 12,000 something feet.
I thought I was gonna die going uphill. I couldn't see. I was driving blind. Jesus took the wheel.
No, we're at the top right now, headed down. Next obstacle is going to be the steps, and then we'll hit the switchbacks, and it should be awesome.
What's the carnage score? Is this 2 or 3?
Who knows at this point?
You break the tab off the retainer tab off the bottom of it. We're gonna need to jack this up as high as we can to get that seated. You want to try to turn it around and flex it with your driver on that side?
You want me to do it anyways, even though it's coming up?
Let's try it and see. It may take him a while.
Okay, I may need you to...
Hey Gary, we're gonna try to get him up on his rock and flex it.
Alrighty guys, so I'm thinking we're just about done with the trail, and of course, it would happen at this point where my spring, my coil spring busted out of the retainer. Yeah, that's definitely not good. We gotta basically honky tonk this thing around to get it in place so we could try to put that thing back in place and ratchet strap it and duct tape it and zip tie it and all of the good fun stuff that you get to do with the Bronco out on the trail. So for day 3, you know, I guess I don't know why I expected all of the carnage to be done with, but here we are having more fun. So let's get this thing flipped around and see if we can't just get this coil put back in place, because that is wild.
Seated back in there. Now we just got to figure a way to retain it in there.
Gangster, man. Drew's a gangster.
So Mike said he might have a piece of chain. Maybe we can chain it down in there. Or zip ties or duct tape or something. Safety wire.
I haven't done your arm there.
Pitbull must be leaking a little something under there.
She just likes Drew a little too much. All right, so yeah, at this point, we've got chain and we've got straps holding that coil in. I don't know what else to say. We'll see how it goes.
Let's just hit the road.
Hit the road, Jack.
We are at the off-camber point just above the steps. This is one of the trickiest parts of Black Bear. Just got to take it slow, but other brands have flopped here a few times. But we're going to do great. There you go.
Know your limits, everybody. I'm not going to do it.
Right here. Come on.
Know your limits.
Coming, just like that. Right, take it a little bit. Come on.
Little sketch. Nothing too big for the pit bow. There's a little sketch.
Well, we think Mitch has just a little bit of brakes, and we want to strap him down this just so he doesn't lose control and get out of control. But we have it under control.
So, like Gary said, this was the moment where things got very sketchy. We were minutes away from the switchbacks, and as I was edging down the steps, my brake pedal hit the floor. Not a fun situation to be in, to say the least. this point on the trail, we made the unfortunate observation that my master cylinder was practically empty. We filled it up with the little brake fluid we could find, and I set out on easily the scariest white-knuckled trail descent of my life. To very vaguely put the experience into perspective, there were moments I was facing the edge of the cliff, trying to back up in order to make the turn, and suddenly I would lurch forward as my brake pedal hit the floor. The only thing that kept me from going over was quickly throwing the Bronco into reverse, then into park, and waiting for brake pressure to return before I let myself creep forward again. I would highly not recommend doing this, although the trail was absolutely beautiful. Reaching the town below was definitely the highlight of the trip. With that said, big shout out to Chase from Adventure Overland for the drone shots, as I was a little preoccupied on the switchbacks to worry about getting any shots.
So far, it's been a great trip. You know, Mitch has had a few problems, but that's okay. That's kind of expected. We're going to continue with the overlanding trip, epic Bronco adventure.
Broncos did great. Hopefully Mitch can get his brakes sorted, but he needs to get his hands on the new Bronco so he can bring it next year.
Or he's not invited. So we don't have that many problems.
That's right.
Well, as you guys know, I tapped out and I hiked for about 3 miles all the way down, and then my guy Gary picked me up, but by then it was a safe trail, so I met my limit today. I could not do bends with cliff drops.
The turn assist on the switchbacks,
Worked
that's
awesome.
that's a new world beater.
Yeah.
That's Broncos will be the thing to have on tight turns.
We got to hang out with some really cool people, drive some really incredible machines. The views were indescribable.
They were incredible.
Video and photo will never do it justice. And yeah, this has been a really awesome opportunity to hang out with a bunch of people and have really a lot of fun. So what about you?
I loved it. It was incredible. It was really cool to see what the Ford Bronco could do, and it not being the Sasquatch
Yeah.
Badlands.
Yeah, stock entry-level Bronco.
You know, it did
just
everything.
Smashed everything we put it through.
Yeah, so it was really incredible to be able to see that and just to see the group of people come together to get everybody through it. So it was awesome.
Alrighty guys, so day 3, that is going to be a wrap to Epic Adventure, mainly because this thing has very, I'll just say very scary brakes. These brakes are not working quite like I want them to. Obviously we've got the straps of chain holding the front end, the front coil in place. So we were planning on bugging out tomorrow anyway, so we're not like calling it quits. We're more like, we're being more efficient with our time, I guess. But we'll put all that aside. The trip was absolutely epic. It was totally fun. We had a great time with all of the people that came out from Ford, from Bronco Nation, the Bronco enthusiasts that we've known for years. Thank you guys all for making this trip what it was. As far as this entire trip goes, I mean, the first day was awesome. Obviously, we had the hiccups coming in on the second day, so we didn't get to do much. Again, check out my boy Chase at Adventure Overland. We'll link him down below if I remember, so you can check out the video he's gonna be making. But then third day, Blackbird Pass. I mean, the views did not disappoint. The rigs did not disappoint either, except for mine. But you know, that's all a part of rock crawling sometimes. You gotta be ready to tackle these things head on. And again, when you have a good team of people around you, makes that stuff way easier. So, at this point, I want to thank you guys again for watching. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe. We're putting out a ton of stuff like this. Just having fun with Broncos, with off-roading, with whatever else we decide to put on the channel. We thank you guys for your support. Yeah, I think that's enough talking at this point. I'm tired. We got to get this thing back to California. So, with all of that being said, we will see you guys out there on the trail. Peace!
Why don't you put that camera down and get a sandwich?
I'd love to. I really would.